وَيَجِّدُوا لِدَاوِيدَ لَمُرْ. And they told to David, saying, Hinne Pelishtim nilhamim biqa'ila, وهم shosim et Hagoranot. Behold, Pelishtim are battling in Keilah, and they are plundering the threshing floors. وَيَشْهَلَ David بِيَهْوَ لَمُرْ. And David asked by means of Yahweh, saying, Ha'elech v'hiketi ba'pelishtim ha'ele. Is it that I should go and I should strike among these Pelishtim? V'yomer Yahweh el David. And Yahweh said to David, Lech v'hikita ba'pelishtim. Go thou, and thou shalt strike among the Pelishtim. وَهُوشَعْتَ et Keilah, and thou shalt save Keilah. وَيُهْمَرُ أَنَشَيْ David Elau. And the men of David said to him, Hinne hanachnu po b'Yehuda Yereim. Behold, we here in Yehuda are fearing. وَهَفَكِينَ لَكَ Keilah El Ma'arakot Pelishtim. And how much more if we go to Keilah, to the ranks of the Pelishtim? وَيُوسَفْ عَوْدَ David لِشَوْلَ بِيَهْوَ. And David added still yet more to ask by means of Yahweh. وَيَغَنَّهُ Yahweh. And Yahweh answered him, وَيَوْمَرْ قُومْ رَدْ Keilah ki hani noten et Pelishtim biyadcha. And he said, Arise thou, descend to Keilah, because I am one giving Pelishtim into thy hand. وَيَلَكْ David وَهَنَاشَيْ Keilah وَيَلَحِمْ بَپَلِشْتِيم وَيَنْهَغْ et مِقْنَيهِمْ وَيَكْبَاهِمْ مَكَّةً גדולה. وَيُوشَعْ David et Yosef Keilah. And David went, and his men, to Keilah, and he battled among the Pelishtim, and he led away their cattle, and he smote among them a great slaughter, and David delivered the dwellers of Keilah. وَيَحْيِ بِرُوحِ أَبْيَاثَار ben Ahimelech el David Keilah ephod yarad biyado. And it was in Abiathar the son of Ahimelech's fleeing to David to Keilah, an ephod came down in his hand. وَيُجَّدْ لِشَاوُلْ كِيفَهْ David Keilah. And it was told to Shaul that David came to Keilah. وَيُهْمَرْ Shaul. And Shaul said, Nimkarahoto Elohim b'yadi. God hath sold him into my hand. Ki nisgar lavo be'er delataim uberich. Because he is shut in to come to a city of doors and a bar. وَيَشَمَّعْ Shaul et kol ha'am lamilhama. And Shaul summoned all the people to the battle. La redet Keilah la thur el David ve'el hanashau. to descend to Qa'ila, to besiege for David and for his men, toward David and toward his men. Wayeda David, and David knew, Ki alau Shaul maharish hara'a, that Shaul was upon him devising the evil, upon him. Wayomer el Abiathar hakohen hagisha haephod, and he said to Abiathar the priest, Bring thou near the ephod. Wayomer David, and David said, Yahweh Elohe Yisrael, O Yahweh, God of Yisrael, Shamo Ashama Abdaka, Kim Vakesh Shaul, Lavo Elqaila. Hearingly, thy servant hath heard that Shaul is one seeking to come to Qa'ila, L'shahit La'ir, Ba'aburi, to destroy the city on account of me. Hayasagiruni Ba'ale Qa'ila Biyado, Hayarid Shaul, Kathar Shama'a Abdaka. Yahweh Elohe Yisrael, Hagedana La'abdaka. Is it that the lords of Qa'ila shall shut me up into the hand of him? Is it that Shaul shall descend, like what thy servant hath heard? O Yahweh God of Yisrael, narrate now to thy servant. Wayomer Yahweh Yered, and Yahweh said, He shall descend. Wayomer David, and David said, Hayasgiru Baale Qa'ila Oti with Hanashai beyond Shaul. And David said, Is it that the lords of Qa'ila shall shut me up and my men into the hand of Shaul? Wayomer Yahweh Yasagiru, and Yahweh said, They shall shut up. Wayaqom David Wahanashai Keshesh Meot, and David arose, and his men, about 600 men. Wayeshu Miqailah, and they went out from Qailah. Wayetahallaku Bathar Yetahallaku, and they walked about in wherever they might walk about. Uleshaul Hugad Ki nimlat David Miqailah, Wayehdal Lashet, and to Shaul it was told that David had slipped away from Qa'ila, and he ceased to go out. Wayethab David Bamidbar Bamthadot, and David dwelt in the wilderness, in the strongholds. Wayethab Bahar Bamidbar Zip, and he dwelt in the hill country, in the wilderness of Ziph. Wayavakashehu Shaul kol hayamim, v'lo nathano Elohim biyado, and Shaul sought him all the days, and God gave him not into his hand. Wayarah David ki yashah Shaul levakesh et nafsho, and David saw that Shaul had gone out to seek his soul. وداويد بمدبر زيف بحور Shah. And David was in the wilderness of Ziph in Horshah, in the wood. ويقم يهوناتhan ben Shaul. And Jehonathan, the son of Shaul, arose. Wayelech el David Horshah. And he went to David to the wood. Wayahazek et yado be'Elohim. And he strengthened his hand by means of God. Wayomer Elau al tirah. And he said to him, Fear thou not, ki lo timthaka yad Shaul habi, because the hand of Shaul, my father, shall not find thee. Wahata timlocha al Yisrael, and thou shalt be king over Yisrael. Wanoki ehyeleka lemithana, and I shall be for thee for a second one. Wagam Shaul havi, you're there again, and also Shaul my father is one knowing this. Wayekaratu Thanehem Barit Lipnei Yahweh. And the two of them cut a covenant before Yahweh. Wayethab David Bahorshah. Wehonathan halach lebeto. And David dwelt in Horshah in the wood, and Jehonathan went to his house. Waya'alu Zifim el Shaul, and Zifim went up to Shaul, Hagiva'at Lemor, to the Gibeah, saying, Halo David mistater imanu bamsadot bahorshah. Is it not? David is one hiding himself with us in the strongholds in the wood. B'givat ha'hakila at miyamin hayeshimon, in Givat of the Hakilah, which is from the right side, the south side of the Yeshimon, the desert. Wa'ata l'kol ha'wat nafshaka ha'melech la'redet red. And now for all the desire of thy soul, O king, to come down, come thou down. Walanu hasagiro b'yad ha'melech, and for us is to shut him up into the hand of the king. Wayomer Shaul Baruchim hatem leYahweh, and Shaul said, Ye are blessed ones for Yahweh, ki hamalatem alai, because ye have pitied upon me. Lakuna hakinu od, uda'u urau et makomo atar tihye ragalo mirahu tham. Go ye now, make ye sure still more, and know ye and see ye his place, which his foot is there. Who hath seen him there? Ki ha-marhelai arom ya'arimahu, because one said to me, craftily He is crafty, he is. Urahu, ud'u mikol hamhabohim atrayit habbetham. Uthabatem helai elnakon wahalakati hitchem. And see ye and know ye from all the hiding places where he hideth himself there, and ye shall return to me to certainty, and I shall come with you. Wahaya im yeshno barach v'hipashati hoto v'kol alfe Yehuda. And it shall be, if there is he in the land, also I shall search him out in all the thousands of Yehudah. Wayakumu wayelku zipa lifnei Shaul. And they arose, and they went to Ziph before Shaul, with Dawid, Wahanashau, b'midbar Ma'on, ba'arava. And Dawid and his men were in the wilderness of Ma'on, in the Arava, Eliyamin, Hayeshimon, toward the south of the Yeshimon, the desert. Wayelek Shaul, Wahanashau, Levakesh. And Shaul went, and his men, to seek out. Wayagidu leDavid. And they told to Dawid, Wayered Hasela, Wayetheb b'midbar Ma'on. And he descended to the rock, and he dwelt in the wilderness of Ma'on. Wayishma Shaul, Wayerdof achare Dawid, midbar Ma'on. And Shaul heard, and he pursued after Dawid to the wilderness of Ma'on. Wayelek Shaul mitzad hahar mideh, Dawid wahanashau mitzad hahar mideh. And Shaul went from the side of the mountain, from this side, and Dawid and his men from the side of the mountain, from this side. Wayahi Dawid nehpaz la leket. And Dawid was fleeing to go. Mipnei Shaul, from before the faces of Shaul. Shaul wahanashau otarim el Dawid v'helhanashau letofasham. And Shaul and his men were surrounding towards Dawid and towards his men to seize him. وَمَلَاكَ بَاهَ el Shaul le'amor. And the messenger came to Shaul, saying, Mahra waleka, ki pashatu Pelishtim adharet. Hurry thou, and come thou, for Pelishtim have stripped over the land, that is, have invaded or raided over the land. Wayathab Shaul mirdof achare Dawid. And Shaul returned from pursuing after Dawid. Wayelek liqarat Pelishtim. And he went to confront Pelishtim. Alken qarahu lamma qom hahu sela hammahlaqot. On account of this, they have called for that place, the rock of the slipperinesses, or escapes. وَيَعْلَ دَاوِيدَ مِثَّامَ, and Dawid went up from there. وَيَثَب بِمِثَّادَوْتَ عَيْنَ Gedi, and he dwelt in the strongholds of Ein Gedi.